welcome here this afternoon. My name is Jack Thompson. I am the president and one of the owners of Commonwealth Home Health. I want to thank Vic Ingram, chairman of the board, and the Pittsylvania County Supervisors, if there are any other here. We're here this afternoon to celebrate the continued growth and development of the Commonwealth companies. Commonwealth Home Health Care was established in 1983 with 3 owners and 3 employees, and the owners and the employees were the same people. Today, Commonwealth employs over 250 team members, and we do business in 6 states from West Virginia to Florida. The team members of Commonwealth have made the last 39 years and each new day an extraordinary, great, and successful endeavor. Now let me introduce our COO, Brian Wilson, one of our first employees back in 1983, who will talk about the future of Commonwealth companies and this particular expansion.
Thank you. Thank you, Jack. Yeah, so I started with Commonwealth when I was like 14 years old. I appreciate you all being here today. For us, this is a super exciting day. One that when we first started, we weren't sure that we were going to see. And things that we've done over the last 39 years, we've just used good thought processes. The one thing that I have to say is our team members with the Commonwealth companies, all of us are co-workers. I want to make sure that we acknowledge them because they're the reason why we're able to do what we're doing today and moving forward with our growth. They've done a tremendous job for us, from people working in the warehouse all the way, billing, retail store, everywhere. We've just got a great team, and everybody likes to participate in that. I do want to thank the Board of Supervisors. Appreciate their support. Clarence Mundy, your support, and of course, Vic. Vic and I share the same birthday, by the way, so we always say we're brothers. Twins. I look so much better. But we really appreciate Pittsylvania County's effort. Matt and Katie, the only thing I'm going to say to Clarence and to Vic, and I've already told you this a couple of times, you better hang on to these two because they are absolutely fabulous. They were so easy to work with, made things happen. Trust me, Matt had to walk me down the street pretty hand in hand to get to this point, and I really do appreciate all you did, Matt. Yeah, absolutely. Commonwealth companies consist of 3 major corporations: Commonwealth Home Health Care, Commonwealth Document Management, which one? Over there, and FireSafe. So it's 3 major corporations now. Of course, Jack stated earlier, we've been in business for about 39 years now. And when I did come to work for Commonwealth, it was a staff of 3.5 people. So I have to be technically correct because Rob also worked for Commonwealth part-time because he was in school. So when he came home from college, he and I got the work done. So we started with 3.5, and now today in our corporation group, we have over 250 employees. So that's something to be proud of in itself. Of course, Commonwealth Home Health Care is a medical equipment rental and sales business. We do work now from West Virginia and the northern portion of West Virginia all the way down to Gainesville, Florida. We have an office in Gainesville that I enjoy visiting often. They don't let me go as often as they used to, but it's nice to go to Florida. West Virginia, I was born there, so I'm not going to cut any West Virginia jokes, but we enjoy doing business there, that's for sure. We do a lot of respiratory business, CARE does. Oxygen concentrators, portable ventilators, positive pressure airway machines. Here in this facility, we'll be doing all our own transfilling of oxygen cylinders. We do that currently now in our warehouse, and that's putting the gas into the tank. So we'll be doing that out here, and we'll be able to expand that business quite a bit. And then we hydro test tanks, as in we check the pressure and safety of cylinders before we fill them. And we'll be able to do that here as well in large volumes. Because what we do when we talk about new jobs, we're going to need people to run those stations, the transfilling, the hydro testing, and we're also going to need people to be licensed with commercial driver's licenses, driving these big trucks up and down the highway, because we deliver our oxygen to all of our different facilities. In North Carolina, we cover the whole state of North Carolina. Virginia, we're now into Northern Virginia, so we're sending trucks out every day, 5 days a week. Typically, it's 2 to 3 units that are on the road, and we look for that to be a lot more in the future, that's for sure. The expectation here is to move into this building in phases over the next 2 years. John Daniels is going to help us with that as a contractor on site, and we're going to phase in each business, because we got a whole lot to do here in this building to make it ready for us to move into. We will keep our retail store on Piney Forest Road in Danville, and we'll keep some administrative offices on Piney Forest Road in Danville. Everything else operationally will move into this facility. We're going to be remodeling office space. Where you look behind us and you see that, there'll be 2 stories of office spaces in that back where all of our different companies will exist. And we're going to have a large conference room here in the facility to teach in, so that if businesses don't have a location at their place, we'll be able to teach and work with them here at our facility. So you've heard enough from me. I want to introduce to you a real good friend of mine and my coworker, Wade Collins, that operates and runs FireSafe for us, that division. Wade.
Thank you, Brian. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming. How exciting is this? We've been really looking forward to this, and we're excited to see it put in motion. As Brian said, my name is Wade Collins, and I'm proud to serve with the Commonwealth Group as the Director of Operations for FireSafe. FireSafe was a local company that was originally started by Chris Blevins, a local firefighter, in 2002. He serviced fire extinguishers for many local companies, and he grew that business. In 2011, the Commonwealth Group purchased FireSafe in an effort to provide fire extinguisher service and CPR training to meet those needs at local nursing home and long-term care facilities. So the company has shown consistent growth, and we're proud to say Mr. Blevins still is part of our team now, vital part of our team. FireSafe has 2 business divisions. The first division is sales and service of safety equipment. We sell and service fire extinguishers. Our technicians service about 3,000 fire extinguishers every month. And if you go out, you see, and people tease us about this, but our inspection tags are these green tags. And we've got our owners, our spouses, our children. They'll all come back and say, hey, I went in this business. They didn't have a green tag. So we appreciate those of you all who support our business, and we look forward to continuing that. We also inspect and clean commercial kitchen hoods for all the restaurants and large cooking operation facilities. We do emergency lighting. We sell automatic external defibrillators, AEDs, and first aid equipment. The mission of this division is to help prevent fires and extinguish small fires to assist in saving lives and property. So our technicians, we're very proud. A lot of our team members have worked in career and volunteer agencies in the county and in the city, so this mission is very important to our staff. About 4 years ago, they updated the strategic plan for FireSafe, and they wanted to really grow the focus the compliance training division. So We do industrial regulatory and compliance training, including DOT and OSHA hazardous materials training, from hazard communication up to hazmat technicians. We do confined space rescue training from entry persons to confined space rescue, the technical rescue teams. We do first aid, CPR, we do emergency medical technician, and fire brigade. And we do that, obviously we concentrate on the local area, but currently we have contracts from New Jersey down to South Carolina. My truck and trailer is loaded right there. As soon as we're done here, I'm headed to South Carolina for 2 days. Our instructor cadre that we use in that compliance training consists of some of the top subject matter experts in their disciplines from around the country. And we contract those guys to help us teach, so very proud of that. We were very excited, as you can tell, to co-locate the 3 businesses here. It's really going to help FireSafe streamline some of our processes. And Brian mentioned one need that we've identified is a site to host training and even regional type meetings. And with the training room here, we'll be able to do that. So we'll bring people hopefully from around the Mid-Atlantic region here to Danville and Pittsylvania County to spend their money, and we look forward to doing that. So I thank you very much for letting me speak about our company, and I'll turn it over to our Board of Supervisors Chairman, Mr. Vick.
Good afternoon. I think I brought the heat with me. I am so honored and glad to be with you today. Spending this morning with our governor, Governor Glenn Youngkin, and now this afternoon with Brian Wilson, it makes for a pretty good day, I'd say. Right, Brian? I've watched the growth of Commonwealth Home Healthcare not only from a distance, but from a personal perspective as well. On 2 occasions, my family has had to call upon Commonwealth Home Healthcare to meet the needs of 2 of my family members. My Down syndrome sister-in-law, who needed a specialized wheelchair and later a specialized hospital bed, as well as my father-in-law, who needed a specialized hospital bed. Not only did Commonwealth meet the needs of my family members, but they did so with such kind and compassionate care that I will forever be grateful. Brian, Jack, thank you all. You guys offer tremendous service to not only people like my family, but throughout this entire region. I've known Brian Wilson for the better part of 40 years. He did quote that we were born on the same day, but he's much older than I am. But with his service to our community through the Danville Life Saving Crew and my local law enforcement career, we answered many calls together. Some we probably had a pretty good time on, and some we dearly wish we could forget. But we had some good times through the years. So today, with this announcement of this project, it represents 26 jobs and $3.5 million in capital investments. Commonwealth Home Healthcare has been a vital part of our community for over 40 years, expanded from a company with 3 employees to one that now employs hundreds of people across our region. It's exciting when a well-respected local company chooses to grow and expand in our area while investing in our community. Our county invests millions of dollars in economic development so that companies like Commonwealth will feel needed, wanted, and welcomed in our county. The services that you provide to others are priceless. Rolling out the red carpet for a new company from out of town is exciting, but we must never forget the worth of our local companies and our local business leaders who chose to build and expand locally. You truly make a tremendous difference. You are not only our business leaders, but you're also our neighbors and our friends. In closing, I'd like to thank my colleague Darrell Dalton from the Callens-Gretna District. He's here with us. Our county administrator, Mr. Clarence Mundy. I'm trying to get him to stay with us. Our industrial development team, and a special thanks to our economic development team of Matt Rowe and Katie Saunders. You guys are phenomenal, and we cannot thank you enough. As I said this morning, politicians often get to deliver speeches and sometimes appear to take credit for announcements such as this, but the real credit goes to those in the ditches, those burning the midnight oil to make such deals as this a reality, and I'm very thankful for that. And so I can't thank you enough for your dedication and hard work. And Corey, thank you for being here and covering their back on the city side. Corey, thank you. And finally, on behalf of the Board of Supervisors and the citizens of Pittsylvania County, I extend a heartfelt thanks to Jack Thompson, my friend Brian Wilson, my buddy Wade Collins, and Rob Gianni. I may have tore that all to pieces, but my middle name is Vic Cilio. When I was in the 7th grade before I knew how to spell it or pronounce it, and I still tear it up. But I also want to thank Wade for his years as a Danville firefighter and as a member of the Danville Lifesaving Crew. And he now, as he told you, manages FireSafe, which I think is a pretty cool subsidiary of Commonwealth Home Healthcare. So again, thank you guys for choosing to bring your operation to Pittsylvania County, and we look forward to having many years of productive service as we work together. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Vic.
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rob Giannini. I'm the Vice President of Business Development for Commonwealth Home Healthcare, and I'm also the CEO and Managing Partner for Commonwealth Document Management. And I want to start by talking about Commonwealth Document Management. CDM is a full-service data management company whose primary focus is on-site shredding. But we also do non-paper media, computer hard drive, shredding. We also do record storage, and we plan to have a 6,000 square foot record center in the back of the building before we're done. And we also do scanning services. The company was founded in 2011, and through the hard work and dedication of our team, along with the support of all of our business partners, we have steadily grown, and we now have a fleet of 7 of these trucks now, which is incredible. We now cover the entire state of Virginia, the upper part of North Carolina, which includes the Piedmont Triad, the Research Triangle area. We also cover the Outer Banks with our service. In addition to the trucks that we operate here in Danville and Pittsylvania County, we have now remote trucks operating in Roanoke, Richmond, and Virginia Beach. Our primary customer base consists mainly of banks, healthcare companies, insurance, accounting, and law offices, local, state, and federal government offices, public and private public schools, and we also cater to major colleges and universities. Like Commonwealth Home Healthcare, we're also very active in the contract space with state and federal agencies. Currently, we're the prime contractor for the Virginia Community College System. We also have exclusive contracts with the VA Medical Center in Durham, North Carolina. And through a contract with the Department of Defense, we take care of a military base here in Virginia. CDM is an active community partner that has sponsored and supported many community events for God's Storehouse, Pittsylvania County Cancer Association, the Habitat for Humanity. We're also an active partner in the Shred America Network, which is a coalition of independently owned shredding companies across the country that target and manage contracts for large businesses. We shred, as a fun fact, we shred about 3 million pounds of paper a year, and we recycle 100% of that. And most of that material will be baled here in this building in the back once we get operations set up. And ultimately, the paper is transported to paper mills throughout the region, and the recycled fibers are primarily used for napkins and other paper products for restaurants, sporting and entertainment venues throughout the country. So that's a little bit about document management. Closing comments for our company. We're very proud of the work we've done over the last 39 years, are doing now, and plan to do in the future, as we positively impact the lives of thousands of patients and customers covering 6 states and soon to be the District of Columbia. As mentioned earlier by the other speakers, we could not have accomplished what we have without the dedicated team that we've had over the years. So many people have contributed to the success of our organization. We're excited about the partnership with Pittsylvania County. As Vic had mentioned, we're thankful to him and the Board of Supervisors, Mr. Monday, and Matt and his economic development team for supporting a company with a proven track record in the area and a long-standing community partner. We're very much looking forward to consolidating the operations of all of our companies in this wonderful building that has been such an important part of the business landscape and a rich history of Pittsylvania County over the years. We look forward to inviting you all back next year after Daniel Builders has finished our project for a ribbon cutting ceremony and a tour of the building. And we thank you for being here today. Thank you.